Attention passionate Detroit, Lions fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Detroit Lions' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Detroit Lions fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Detroit LIONS fans. Let's get to the news now, Lions fans. Sit tight because what I'm about to tell you could have massive implications for our team, the NFC North, and even the entire NFL landscape. Rumors are swirling around that the Kansas City Chiefs might be eyeing a trade that could send Trent McDuffie, one of their most versatile and promising cornerbacks, over to Detroit. Yeah, you heard that right. It's not just another offseason rumor. This one has some serious weight behind it, and it could reshape how we view our defensive prospects and the division's competitive balance moving forward. Let's unpack what this would mean for Detroit. First, we already know that McDuffie is a game changer. The guy has been nothing short of exceptional this year, with a PFF overall grade of 91.0, ranking him third among all cornerbacks this season. His coverage skills are elite, 92.6 grade, second only to the very best. And he's not just a shutdown corner. McDuffie's ability to play zone and man coverage makes him a versatile piece that can fit seamlessly into our defense. He's allowing only about 38% completion rate, which puts him in the top 4 among CBs, and he's already snagged 6 interceptions with 16 pass breakups in just 13 games. Those numbers aren't just impressive, they're game-altering. This young man, standing at 511, and weighing around 193 pounds, has been a cornerstone for Washington, where he's built a reputation as a lockdown corner. His career stats include over 220 tackles, 17 interceptions, and an EPA per target of -0.25, which is elite. His ability to shut down top receivers is reflected in his QBR allowed of just 62.0. He's battled some injuries this season, specifically a shoulder injury in Week 9. But he still played 97% of snaps, showing his resilience and importance to his team. Now, why would the Chiefs consider trading him? Well, it all comes down to a combination of cap space, team needs, and a bit of a rebuild mindset. Kansas City is sitting on about $12 million in cap space right now, which might seem like a lot, but isn't enough to address their pressing needs on the defensive interior. Their defensive line has taken some hits, with 4 players suffering concussions, and they're looking to rebuild from the inside out. McDuffie, at only 25 years old and valued at around $24 million annually, is an attractive asset. The Chiefs are also eyeing some cap relief, especially after their recent start. An 8-5 record but with some shaky back-end stats, allowing an average of 26 points per game in 2025. It's clear they're exploring options to bolster their defense, especially with the NFL's postseason looming. From an organizational perspective, the Chiefs are reportedly a bit skeptical about the durability of their depth in the secondary, especially with the recent rash of injuries. This concern is pushing them to consider trading McDuffie for draft picks and perhaps a defensive tackle, which would free up significant cap space, about $19 million, allowing them to address their interior line issues more robustly. It's a classic move for a team that's trying to stay competitive while planning for the future, and McDuffie's youth and talent make him a prime target on the trade block. But what does this mean for the Lions? Well, if this trade goes through, it's a massive boost for Detroit's secondary. Currently, the Lions rank 12th in the league in cornerback coverage grade, 74.0, but adding a player of McDuffie's caliber could elevate that unit to a top 5 or even top 3 level. His presence would significantly improve our pass defense, especially against division rivals and playoff contenders. His ability to lock down receivers like Justin Jefferson or Stefon Diggs would give our pass rush more time to generate pressure, reducing the big plays that have haunted us at times this season. Plus, with McDuffie's knack for forcing turnovers, he already has 6 interceptions this year. Our secondary would become even more disruptive. Looking at the stats, the impact is clear. For example, in Week 6, McDuffie recorded 2 interceptions against the Broncos, one of which he turned into a forced fumble. That kind of playmaking ability is exactly what Detroit needs to turn close games into wins. His addition could push our defense into the top 5 in EPA allowed per play, and that's the kind of boost that can carry us deep into the playoffs. And considering the Lions' current record of 9-4 Every little upgrade counts, especially on defense, where we've been solid but could always use some extra firepower. This move could also shift the mental game for the Lions. The team's defensive backfield would gain a new level of confidence, knowing that they have someone as reliable and talented as McDuffie patrolling the secondary. His presence would help elevate players like Brian Branch and Terrion Arnold, who have shown promise but need that extra boost of elite coverage to really shine. It's all about building depth and versatility, traits that McDuffie exemplifies. Now, the betting odds are also reflecting this potential move. As of now, the Super Bowl odds for the Lions are around plus 900, but if we manage to secure a player like McDuffie, those odds could tighten considerably, maybe even dropping to plus 500 or better. His ability to perform in high-pressure situations, especially in the playoffs, would make him an X-factor, particularly in coverage situations against top-tier teams like the Vikings or in the postseason. His 92.6 grade in playoff scenarios, especially in man coverage, suggests he could be a difference-maker when the stakes are highest. Of course, all of this hinges on whether the trade actually happens. The Chiefs are clearly weighing their options, and the Lions would need to come to the table with a compelling package, probably including draft picks and maybe a player or two, to secure McDuffie's services. But if it does happen, it could be a pivotal moment in this franchise's history, a move that not only strengthens our defense but also signals to the rest of the league that the Lions are serious contenders and not just happy to make the playoffs. They want to dominate. In a broader sense, this potential trade underlines how competitive and strategic the NFL has become. Teams are always looking for that edge, that one player who can tip the scales in their favor. For the Lions, acquiring McDuffie would be a statement. It's about building a legacy of dominance, creating a defense that can shut down any opponent and really make a run at the Super Bowl. With the Chiefs possibly in transition and looking to rebuild, Detroit has a golden opportunity to capitalize and add a player who could be a cornerstone for years to come. So, Lions fans, this is a story to keep an eye on. It's not just about one player moving teams. It's about a potential shift in the NFC North landscape, a move that could set us up for sustained success. Imagine McDuffie lining up in the secondary with our current core. How many more opportunities for turnovers, big stops, and game-changing plays would that create? The possibilities are exciting, and it's a reminder that this season, more than ever, the Lions are on the rise, poised to make a serious statement. And now, Detroit Lions fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Detroit Lions. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Detroit Lions news.